Hi guys! So I am doing a no editing video because I am still having problems with my editing app. So let me do my little intro spiel and then I'll jump into it. So this is Nova Gnome Creations and I'm Nova and I am so happy to see you today. I hope you're doing well and I hope you and your loved ones are taking care of the best that you can. Hopefully you had a good weekend. I actually have content prepared for today and content prepared in general. Like I have several videos filmed. However, I'm having issues with my editing app. So if you noticed on last week's videos, I put in the comment section about it and how that was why it had taken me so long to upload my video. I literally spent all day on Thursday and Friday trying to export my videos from the editing app. If you're not familiar with terminology for editing apps and what exporting means, basically I import all of the content into the editing app that I need to edit together. So that'll be pictures, videos, I'll do, text on the screen, add music, do voiceovers, all of the editing that I do in the app. And I'll crop everything because usually I'll start filming and then I don't immediately start saying what I'm saying, which is why you don't see me turn my camera on or turn my camera off. There's a little bit I crop off of the ends of each clip. So my videos, basically, to say short, long story short, are not filmed with the intention of uploading them without editing. I have them in clips and they have to be put together, pieced together and things like that. That's how I typically film. If I need to find something or whatever, I will switch clips, I'll pause, grab whatever I need and come back. So I have these videos that need edited and actually are edited that I can't get out of my app. So importing is when you bring everything into the app. Exporting is when you take everything out of the app and into that one solid video format. It's kind of like when you download something off of the internet. I'm downloading something out of my app and on to my device. And I use an app called Filmora. That's what I've been using the whole time I've done YouTube, and I really, really have loved it. And I do a paid for subscription, which has gotten more expensive as time has gone on. It used to be $3.99 a month, and it's up to $8 a month now, which is just ridiculous. So I've been having a little bit of bouncing around, trying to find potentially a different app just because it is so expensive, but I haven't found one I like as much. Except lately, about a month ago, I had this issue too, and then it went away, and then it came back. And it's not on my end. I've literally done every troubleshooting and beyond that you can possibly do. I have over 50% of the space on my device to use still, which is a ton of space. So it's not a space issue. I've tried deleting and reinstalling the program. I've tried clearing the cache for the program. I've tried resetting my device. I've literally done everything you can do on my end. There is something on their end, they need to do a bug fix for it, and they still haven't. I was really hoping over the weekend they would, because like I said, I had this issue. Last Wednesday, I made my big vlog video, and I had no problems. And then Thursday, I suddenly was having that problem again. And like I said, I did have that problem about a month ago. It was back when I was trying to do my tutorial for the golf club gnome and some other videos. I was having such bad issues with it, and it literally brought me to tears, because when that was happening, I usually just edit my video and go to export it. I don't go out and make sure that it saves the file, because usually I just export it immediately. And what it was doing was when it would crash, because what was happening is during exporting, the app crashes. When it would crash, it would reset all of my editing back to raw, when I just imported the video clips and things like that. Nothing was zoomed in the way it needed to be, or my camera angle turned if it didn't self-rotate, or shortened or sped up or voiced over, because like I said, it was a tutorial that I was trying to do. Hours of work would get lost, and it happened to me twice. So needless to say, I'm having a whole thing with that. Thursday and Friday, what I ended up doing was screen recording my video and cropping it to just the video in my, because I was screen recording it in my editing app. The issue with that is it leads to really low quality videos. I normally export my videos in either 1080p or 2K, and then upload them to YouTube. Well, those videos, they're just what they are is what they are when I screen record and crop them to that like section of the screen. Those videos are so much lower quality than I typically upload in, and it really bothers me. But it was that or not be able to export at all. So, like I said, I do have a couple of videos for you guys. I have a Happy Mail video, and I have a 100 Days of Halloween video that are filmed that I can't export out of my app. So anyways, sorry for the big spiel, but I wanted to update you guys on that and let you know why there hasn't been like well, there has been yarny content. I guess it's just me who knows what's going on, because like I said, I did put out my Thursday and Friday video. But anyway, I have some really big news for you guys. Hopefully you stuck through me ranting about my app, because I actually have some ginormous news for you guys. And okay, I think I paused my filming and then went back to filming, unpaused my filming. So like you can do that. I just literally have never done it. Okay, so the big news is, you ready? I am moving. So this is something that my sister and I have been talking about and trying to kind of figure out for a bit. And we have like ironed out the details down to like the last like little end, trying to make sure we have like everything planned for. And then of course me and hubby also talked about it and like expanded upon the plan, because part of it was stuff I need to talk about with my sister, part of it was stuff I need to talk about with my hubby. So I want to tell you guys about it. This is like a big life update video, like a huge life update video, because this is like massive. So it's scary. It's honestly so scary. But I think it's going to be really good for me and really good for my family unit. So what I'm going to do is, the plan is, I'm moving up to Michigan. I live in Texas right now. My family is in Michigan. My sister's in Michigan. I'm from there, and Caleb and I have also lived there for several years, but not currently. Anyway, so I'm going to move up to Michigan. I'm going to stay with my sister, which Ollie is absolutely stoked about. Guys, my sister took a video clip of when I was telling them, and the audio for some reason didn't work. Ooh. This is just regular water that I put into the Panera cup. The audio for some reason didn't work in the recording, but everybody's faces is so cute, especially Ollie's, because I'm going to be staying in his room. He sleeps with my sister and my brother-in-law anyways, so like that's the easiest room for me to stay in. They're just going to move his stuff over to his sister's room too. And I'll be staying in there, and he is so excited about it. When I visited last year, or was it last year? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. When I visited last year when Junie was born, time is so strange. I really like, don't ask me how old I am. I have to like sit here and think about it every time. So when I visited last year for a month to like be there to help with the baby being born and everything, and it ended up being like a really good thing I was there, because they ended up having like a whole bunch of gallbladder complications. If you guys were around for that, and then you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, about it, I stayed in his room, and I didn't like commandeer his room. I just stayed in it, and he loved it. So he would keep talking afterwards about, moving things around so that Faffy could come back and stay in his room, because when I stayed over there, they like had a bigger bed in there and everything. So in his mind, they needed to put it back how it was so I could come back. So anyway, about it, I got to tell him that I am coming to see him, or coming to live in his house, and I would be in his room. And I literally was going to say that I was going to pop up the clip, but I can't pop up the clip because I can't edit. That's so frustrating. I will do a short probably with that clip in it, because I want you guys to see it. It is so cute. He's like so excited. I can edit shorts in TikTok, so I might do a short and then you guys could see it that way. So anyways, and that was me going off on a little bit of a tangent anyways. So I'm going to go up there, and when I'm going up there kind of just depends on like money, kind of trying to get up there like hopefully within the month. I need to be able to buy a plane ticket. I need to be able to pay for an extra suitcase so I can try to take as much as I can with me. Obviously, I am not going to have 99.9% of my stuff. I'm going to have 2 suitcases, and whatever I can fit in those 2 suitcases is what I'm going to be living out of, like living with. I won't have like any of my furniture, any of that kind of stuff. The plan is for Caleb to mail me my computer, because we thought about trying to take it in a suitcase, and it just sounds like a bad idea to try to take my computer in a suitcase. And I don't mean a laptop, I mean like my computer. I use my computer all the time. It's like my main source of entertainment and things like that. So like not having it is not really like feasible. Like I use it for working with like my YouTube channel and stuff. I use it for literally everything. So we do want that. I do want that. So we'll probably mail it, which is going to be probably very expensive to do. Like I would assume somewhere in the ballpark of like $100, but we'll see. But that's not really the main focus. Like I don't need it the second I get up there or anything like that, but I do need it, you know, relatively quickly. There's just a lot of expenses, you know, that come with something like this, but I don't have extra money. That is one of the reasons, or the biggest, I guess, pro of, you know, the plan here. So let me continue on. Anyway, about it. So I'm going to be going up there. I'm not really going to have anything. I'm going to be taking Ollie's room and kind of turning it into my room, because I'm going to be staying there like a long-term stay. Like I will be living with them, not just like staying with them kind of thing. And I am going to be pursuing a job opportunity up there. I don't want to get like super specific about what it is, just because, you know, this is YouTube. I am online and talking to a whole bunch of people, and you never know, like you just shouldn't do that with job opportunities. But basically, to like kind of give you an idea of what I'm talking about, I have a potential job opportunity where I could get my foot in the door, because my sister could help me get my foot in the door, and it would be a desk job. It would be like a good paying desk job with benefits, and that is like that is perfect. That is exactly what I need, because I really need a desk job, and it's really hard to get a desk job without experience. I have been like applying for those literally for ever, and I never get called back on those types of jobs. And that's the type of job I need, like to be able to be able to sit while I'm working, just because of like back issues and stuff that I have. I can't do like even standing for decently, I don't want to say long periods of time, because it's not even long periods of time. I really struggle with. I have like, you know, issues that make it so that I can't do that. But if I could get this job, which it seems like it's like pretty solid that I would get this job, that would be a huge game changer for us, because we really need another income. I've been trying to make money doing YouTube and stuff, and doing my Etsy shop and stuff. I'm still gonna keep doing YouTube, but the pressure of like trying to make, you know, money off of it won't be so big, because I've been trying to bring in money, and I do bring in money, but not anywhere near as much as I need to be bringing in. It's just the way the economy is, the way the world is nowadays. You can't really like live off of one income, which is what we've been doing for a very long time. But as time goes on, it just becomes less and less doable. It used to be way more doable, like, you know, 10 years ago when we were living off of one income, it was a lot more doable. So I'll be getting that job, fingers crossed, like, you know, you don't want to like say that something is a done deal before it is, but it's like a really promising situation. And then what I'm going to be doing is like, I'm going there, I'm securing this job, and then I'm going to start saving up money and getting things set up on that end. And hubby is going to work the school year out here. He literally just started today back to work. So he would work the school year out here, and then when the school gets out in May here, then he would start moving up there, and like he'll have to kind of do the move on his own, because I'm going to be, you know, in a new job where I can't take off extended periods of time probably. But he will have plenty of time to do it, and he will get paid throughout the summer. So he can move up there, get settled in, and, you know, get in with the other bus garage up there. He's worked there before. He's a school bus driver, by the way, and everything. So this is like our plan of the best way to do it financially, so that I'm going up there and getting us more financially stable and secure, and so we can afford the move, because a move from Texas to Michigan is extremely expensive. We have to get like a moving pod, which costs thousands of dollars. And just like moving all the fur babies, driving our car up and everything. It's a very expensive process that we right now can't afford to do. But if I go up ahead of him, get working and saving money, and I've got my job all like stable and secure and set up and everything, when he comes up, it will be so much easier. We'll have the money we need. We'll have the situation already set up that we need. It's just like the ideal way to do things, but it is not going to be easy. Being the hardest part is just going to be being separate from each other for so long. The plan is that he will visit me on all of his breaks, because being a school bus driver, he gets a lot of like holiday breaks. So the way that they do it at his current school, they try to clump together their days to give them a full week when they give them breaks. At the one in Michigan, they did a lot more like long weekend type of breaks, like, oh, you get a Friday and a Monday, more like frequently scattered in. And then this one, instead of doing that, they give like full weeks. So he gets like a full week off in October, he gets a full week off in November, and then he gets like 2 weeks off in December. And he does get paid during them. The way that they do the pay there is they like add up all of their pay for the whole year, and then they divide it out across the whole year so that they get paid the whole time. But then after December, well, it would be kind of going into the very beginning of January, when I would see him for Christmas break. After that, though, he doesn't have a break until March. So like a 3-month period, where and then he gets a week off, and then I wouldn't see him until May when he gets out. So that would definitely be like the hardest stretch. It's all going to be hard, honestly. Like even seeing him once a month, it's going to still be a lot less seeing him than I'm used to. And then of course, when he visits, I will still be working and stuff, but, that's just the best way to do it that we've come up with. So that's like the hardest part, but there are a lot of pros to it. Obviously being there, seeing my sister, we can do things together. Her and I are just very, very close, like 2 parts of the same person almost. Like, I was talking to her like a while back, and I was talking about like that twin flame concept, and I was like, I swear she's like a twin flame for me, obviously like a non-romantic twin flame, but like we just get each other. And if you've ever had somebody like that where you just feel 100% comfortable with all the time, and you get each other, you have the same sense of humor, like it's just so easy to be with that person. That is me and my sister, and we're not super great at being like fully comfortable around other people. We just are not like great socializers. It's not like it's not like we can't talk to other people or like have, like a friendship. I don't know, that full 100% comfort level, just like really being yourself and not feeling self-conscious and stuff like that. It's just, I literally don't experience that with anybody but her and like my husband. And it's just a very few people, So anyway, about it, being close to her is like super exciting, but also I hate the fact that I'm not seeing the kids more than I am, because when I see them, like twice a year has been like the amount that I get to see them, they grow so much during the time that I see them, or like that I don't see them. So like every time I see them, they're just like completely different little people. I literally was there for Christmas, and then I saw them last month. So it was 6 months, like almost exactly 6 months, actually a little bit less than 6 months. And they were completely different. Like Junie is like a full-blown toddler and running around and starting to talk and everything. And she was a baby. She's still a baby, but she was like, a little nugget baby when I saw her last. And Ollie is getting older, and I also have another niece, Ember, that I never get to see. I actually see her even less because they don't get to come visit me. I only see them when I visit there. So I see her like once a year, and she is in between Ollie and Junie in age. So like they're all just in this age range where like they are growing so fast, and I hate missing it. It's so important to me to be like there for these stages of their life. They're like my favorite stages of watching little people become like their own person. It's just a really important phase of life, and I don't like the fact that they grow so much in between me seeing them. I want to be there for daily life, you know what I mean? I want to be with them for daily life. And so I'll get to be there for that. But then also just beyond that, as like responsible adults making financial decisions for our future and things like that, like better decisions for the family, like for, our little family unit, we really have needed a second income. I've kind of talked about that like earlier on in the year. I was trying to get a job, and like we really need another income. Like we are just not, we're barely staying afloat at all with what we have, and definitely like not having extra money. And it would just be so nice to be like stable and set and not worried about that, and to even be able to have extra money. Like it would just be so nice. And this opportunity isn't like, this is not a super common opportunity. Like it is hard to get a desk job without experience. So having like an in to help me get that job would just be like such a helpful thing. And like I said, it's a good paying job. It's like a good paying job. It has benefits. It's got, insurance and paid vacation and stuff like that. It's a solid decision. Like I really do feel like we're putting in the work and the thought and everything. It's not going to be easy, but I think it's going to be so smart, and probably like one of the best things that I've done, one of the hardest things that I've done, but I think one of the best things that I've done for our future, in general. Like, and there is like a little bit more to it, but that's the gist of what it all is. So I wanted to let you guys know, because obviously I let you guys know like everything, that I have going on, and like little life slices of life videos and updates and stuff like that. So obviously that is going to impact my content massively in the future. I think it's going to be like in a good way though. I think it'll be really good content. Like I think it'll be fun. I'll probably be posting, well, I will definitely not be posting like a daily video every single day, but like I still will be posting probably a couple videos a week, like pretty close to what I've been doing over the summer. I think I've been posting like 3 videos a week over the summer on average, or like 3 videos a week and freeform Fridays, so maybe 4. I will be posting less when I get working, especially because it's a full-time job. And there's just going to be a lot going on in general. So obviously my posting will be affected, but I think that, my content will probably be even better. And I will still be here and I will still be posting for sure. Like, I have absolutely no plans of going anywhere. You guys are super important to me and like a big part of my life, and I definitely intend to keep doing this, but it will take a little bit of pressure off of trying to monetize things that I'm doing also, because like I do it because I enjoy doing it, but I'm also like trying to, you know, live, and so I try to, you know, make money off of it. Of course, when you put work into something, you know, it's nice to be able to make a little bit of something off of it. But I did want to let you guys know, and this is completely not expected at all, but I did want to let you guys know I did put together a Amazon wish list for moving related things. I actually put together the Amazon wish list for myself, because I basically I'm keeping track of the things that I need, and I will probably just get everything I need off of Amazon because it's the easiest thing to do. I will post the Amazon wishlist link in the description box in case you want to help. I don't expect you to help, but if you do want to help, I would be so grateful. I can't even explain how helpful that would be, like how grateful I would be, but like I don't expect it at all, and I totally understand if you can't. I also do have like a PayPal, a Venmo, a Cash App, like, you know, just the typical like ways to send money type of situations. I'll put those in the description in case you just want to kick a few bucks my way to help towards stuff. Like I said, I do got to get a plane ticket. I got to pay extra for, you know, having another suitcase and all of that stuff, but it's not expected whatsoever, but I do want to put that there in case anybody wants to help with that. It would be very appreciated. But anyway, about it, guys, I wanted to let you know all of these life updates because holy smokes, is it a lot. Obviously, it's going to be hard not seeing my hubby and not seeing my fur babies. Oh my gosh. It's going to be hard not seeing my fur babies. They do have a cat that I am planning on loving on a lot, and potentially I thought about taking one of mine with me when I fly, but there's going to be so much changes going on at one time, like me moving myself, getting acclimated, applying for a new job, going through that whole process, which is going to be a lot on my anxiety. That whole type of stuff is so hard for anxiety. And I am also like, I've been doing very well with like the agoraphobic aspect of my anxiety, but if you don't know what agoraphobia is, and you probably already know this very much about me if you've been around, but I struggle to basically leave the house, and I haven't. I've really been like a shut-in for years. I don't go anywhere. When I go somewhere, you guys see it. I literally take a video or talk about it every single time I go somewhere. I don't go places often. So this is also a lot for me. Flying by myself is stressful. Like, it's just a lot. There's a lot with this situation that's a lot, but it's a very positive thing also. And I think doing everything at one time will actually work better, even though it's going to be very overwhelming, like all the things happening at the same time. Sometimes when you're already thrown into a situation that is not normal for you and you're out of your comfort zone, I think that's a good way of putting it. Sometimes when you're out of your comfort zone, that is the best time for you to try to tackle these new things, because you're already out of your comfort zone, versus like when you're in your comfort zone and it feels like a big deal every time you go to do something out of your comfort zone. It's like, I'm already going to be out of my comfort zone doing these things. But regardless, I am going to have a lot on my plate, and trying to bring a fur baby with me and acclimate them to a new home. Also around a baby and a little kid. They're not used to being around babies and little kids. They wouldn't be used to the new home. I'll be busy. Like, I'm going to be starting a full-time job and everything. So it really wouldn't be fair to them either to try to bring them with me. And I'd only be able to bring one because I'm flying. So what I'm thinking is maybe I might have my hubby bring one with him when he comes to visit. The hard part is which one. But anyway, about it. I also might not. Like I said, I want it to be fair to them too. I'm going to miss them super bad. And I know that they'll miss me too. But at the same time, like they're at home. Everything is the same for them. They'll still have Caleb here versus me dragging them up there and then me being really busy and stuff. Like it just might not be fair. It might not be the way to do it. You know what I mean? So, can you guys believe all of that? It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm still planning on doing my 13 days of Yarn-a-ween. I am like thick in the planning on that. If you've been here for previous years, you will know I do a 13 days of Yarn-a-ween, which is like 13 days leading up to and including Halloween, where I do fun makeup looks and all this stuff. I do projects, like I do like the whole shebang. I usually set up like a little setup behind me of like a Halloween display. I'm thinking about this year potentially trying to do a spirit week as part of it, because I always do like a theme for each day. Like I'll do like a look and I might theme my crochet project with that theme and stuff like that. But I was like, what if I like expanded it, had one of the weeks during the 13 days be like a spirit week, probably just like a 5-day, Monday through Friday, where other podcasters could join in. If you guys wanted to join in, you could send pictures or whatever, post on the community tab. That'd probably be a good way to do it. That way you could post them and, be on that day, because of course if you dressed up that day and then sent me pictures, my video would already be up for that day. So you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I'm thinking about potentially including a spirit day. That's something that I've been batting around the concept. But yeah, a lot of stuff going on in my neck of the woods, and gonna be kind of your neck of the woods too, since you guys will come along for the journey, of course. Yeah, so this is a long video of me just chatting. Hopefully, I meant to tell you in the beginning to like grab a crochet project, grab a drink, like we're gonna hang out. And of course I can't edit this video, so I can't just take a clip and pop it in the beginning saying that. So that's cool. I'm really frustrated about the editing program, but like I can't do anything about it. So I have support tickets in. I'm talking with them. I've sent them screen recordings and screenshots and everything that I can about the problem. It's not just me having the problem either. I've looked at the like reviews for the app, and it's not just me having the problem. So it's something that they've got to do. But anyway, oh, I'm sorry guys. I hope I didn't make all of you yawn. Yeah, that's it. I just wanted to tell you guys all about that. Let you know there are some videos coming. I'll probably be having Happy Mail Monday, because I definitely said Happy Mail Monday in my video. I recorded it on Saturday because I was giving them the weekend to fix the dang app. I was really hoping it would be fixed by Monday, and then I would put together that video for Happy Mail Monday. But anyway, about it, we'll probably be having Happy Mail Monday, not on a Monday. And I'll be in my video like Happy Mail Monday, and it'll be like Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever day that they let my app work. On top of that, there was something else. Oh, Happy Mail. I said Happy Mail and it made me think of it. If you want to send Happy Mail, currently my Happy Mail address is correct, but I will be moving, like I said, coming up in the next like month. So or so, like I said, it's not like an exact date. It's just a matter of getting it all figured out. But I would assume probably in the next month. So that will be changing. So if you're sending something further out, then just be aware of that. And then for the Amazon wish list, I do have the address for that set up to be the address there. So if you order anything off of the wish list, it will go there on its own. Okay, guys, I think that's everything. I hope you had fun sitting and chatting with me today. Sorry I talked your ear off, but there's kind of a lot to update on. I will see you guys again real soon, hopefully with my edited videos that I already recorded. But if not, I'll record something else, and I don't know, we'll figure it out. There'll still be stuff. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you again real soon. Bye, guys!